And as we look ahead to the weekend, how will the weather be for all these events that people might be headed to? I guess we should find out.
Yeah, so let's bring in meteorologist Robert Suhr. And Robert, if I could take a note out of Darby's book, Golfuary or January, they may be gone now because you do have some impact days that you're tracking.
Yeah, we do, and we're getting some new model data in on our system for next week, and it's going to be a complicated forecast. I'll just say that. But we are watching for some precipitation tomorrow night as well. That will be much less impactful, I think. Live look outside to Fayetteville right now. Man, I miss the lights of the Ozarks being on it. Just makes the square look that much better. But 53 today in Fayetteville, a few degrees above your average for this time of the year, which is 48. Chilly morning in 1985, 12 below zero. Fort Smith, things are nice and quiet. It'll be raining probably this time tomorrow night. We're at 58 today in Fort Smith. 7 degrees above your climatological average for the date for January 20th, which is 51. Now, lots of things to get to in this forecast. We are tracking several rounds of precipitation, as I've been saying. Tomorrow night into Sunday and Tuesday through Wednesday is what we're watching. Some of that precipitation could be of the wintry variety. It looks like a better chance for that will be with that system next week as opposed to the tomorrow night system. And with that system next week, could there be accumulating snow that comes with it? That is what we're really trying to iron out with those details. Now, temperatures right now, we're still in the upper 30s across most of northwest Arkansas. Fayetteville at Drake Field already down to 30 degrees. River Valley here, 40 in Fort Smith, 37 Scalore, Mulberry, Charleston, Greenwood, Mansfield, Hackett, Pecola, all checking in at 37. You're at the freezing mark, though, Coal Hill and in Clarksville. Now, as we go through the rest of the evening tonight, no problems. We'll see clouds quickly on the increase as we go through the rest of the evening hours. And then we'll start to see that rain roll in here as we get toward tomorrow. And as that rain falls, it could transition over to a mix of rain and snow as we go through the evening hours tomorrow, higher elevations, Carroll, as well as Madison County. But as we go through the rest of the night, we'll start to see more of that mixing take place. It looks like mostly north of Highway 412, I would say. I think in the River Valley, most of the precipitation should remain of the liquid variety, and there could be a couple of wet snowflakes, flurries mixing in Sunday morning as well. But for the most part, all of this is out of the area and off to the east mid-morning or so on Sunday. Then our attention turns to the Tuesday and into Wednesday system. What you're seeing here, these are the surface temperatures. So plenty chilly out ahead of our main weather maker, bringing rain and snow to parts of Texas and Oklahoma. But as it draws near, the flow ahead of it is going to pull warm air northward. And we're trying to figure out, will too much warm air be pulled northward to keep a lot of this rain? Now, the models are saying absolutely not. It's going to be a huge raging snowstorm across the area. I just don't buy that yet. Models, we still got 5 days out. I call it the windshield wiper effect, where the models are going to go back and forth over snow or no snow over the next couple of days. But the new data that we're getting in as we speak is still on that snow train, so we'll have to see. But there's just going to be, temperatures are going to be so close to the freezing mark, it's going to be real tough, I think. Now, on the back side of the system, yeah, we'll get a change over to snow at some point, but probably not enough to really cause problems. But again, we're talking about Tuesday, changing forecast here. We're still 4 to 5 days out, so keep that in mind. Well, we're still worried about consistency with our data. And does the setup make sense? Again, I still don't think it makes sense yet. That could change as we go through the weekend. Later in the weekend, as we're 2 to 3 days out, yeah, we could have a much better handle where we'll start putting out those rain and snow maps for everybody and telling you, you might need to get ready because it could get ugly. We'll see, though. 30s tonight, and we'll bounce back into the 40s and maybe a few lower 50s tomorrow. Here's the extended forecast, which, yeah, it'll be we'll see some rain and snow for the first day of the Lunar New Year, and especially it looks like Tuesday and into Wednesday impact days. Notice though those temperatures remain above freezing, and that is so critical as we get into this event, no matter what happens. I think regardless, if we do get snow, as I show you the River Valley, it's going to be that real heavy wet snow. Great for snowmen, horrible for your back and shoveling. So keep that in mind. We'll get into that as we draw closer to the event. But we got to get to sports. That's coming up after the break.